Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I'm going to be showing you guys 4 different looks that I created using the Hank & Henry Living in Color palette. This one I did receive in March BoxyCharm, so I did say that I'm going to be using it in a video, so here it is finally. So if you are interested in that, then please keep on watching. For look number 1, I am beginning with the shade Rustique. I think that's how you say it. I believe, yes. But that shade, and I am beginning to apply this into my crease with a fluffy brush. I'm beginning this in my inner part of my crease, and then I'm just dragging it outwards. And something that I didn't realize, because this was the first time playing around with this palette for me, is that the shades are very pigmented. So I did have to go in and wipe off my brush a little bit so I can go ahead and blend it up towards my eyebrow. And then with that same brush, I'm going in with Dragon Blood, and it is spelled like drag gun. So yeah, just wanted to say that. And I'm applying this to the outer part of my crease and the outer V. So I'm flicking that shade outwards and then blending it with the previous shade. Then I just took a clean brush to make sure that I have no harsh lines along the outer edges. And then with my finger, I'm picking up the shade La Canela and I'm placing that right on my lid. I then did have to go in with a brush to get the inner parts of my lid, just because I can't reach those areas nice and clean with my long nails. But yeah. And then after that, I picked up the shade Rosalinda with a small blending brush, and I'm applying that between the bronzy shade and the dark brown shade, just in between those two to kind of merge those two colors together, give them a nice blend. And I also went ahead and dragged that same shade Rosalinda along my lower lash line, and of course took a clean brush to ensure there are no harsh lines. I went ahead and added a wing liner to this look, and I added mascara to top and bottom lashes. I also went ahead and lined my waterline with a black liner, and that is look number 1. For look number 2, I also began with the shade Rustique, and I'm applying that all over my crease this time. Afterwards, also going in with a clean brush to ensure that there are no harsh lines. Right after that, with a concealer brush, I did pick up the shade Boys Toys. It's the beautiful blue shade that's in there. So pigmented and so pretty. I was just checking out to see if it was pigmented enough for what I wanted, and yes it was. I went ahead and ran this shade along my eyelid as if I was cutting my crease, but of course not doing the cut crease with the concealer, just with the shade. And then with my finger, I went in with Mariana Trench. And then I decided to put that between the outside shade and the blue shade. And then after seeing it, I decided I want to bring it in a little bit further into that blue. So that's why my initial thought was just to leave it on the outside, but then I liked how it looked like more onto that blue color. And then here I'm just applying a little bit more of that Rustique color into my outer V. Then finally picking up with the color Petticock into my inner corner. And I also dragged this a little bit along my lower lash line, just the innermost part of my lower lash line. Then going in with the shade La Canela for the rest of my lower lash line, and blending it out with a clean brush at the end. And since this look is on the blue side, I used a lot of blues in this look, I did decide to add some falsies for this, and these falsies, they're not available anymore. I'm sorry guys, but I have them available to me because they're in my drawer, and they have like a pretty blue tint to them, like some of the eyelash hairs are blue, so I thought it was just perfect. So yes, that's what I added, and I'm sorry, I was in a rush to do this, so the eyelashes are kind of off, so please don't mind that. But this is look number 2. Moving on to look number 3, I am using tape for this look, and every time I do use tape, I do put it on the back of my hand just to take off some of that stickiness. And also, usually when I do apply tape, I align it with the very tip of my eyebrow, but this time I'm going to slant it more. So I'm giving it more of a slant. I'm not aligning it with my eyebrow this time, and that's because you'll see at the end I want my winged eyeliner to run through in between the shadow. And you'll see at the end, I'm getting behind here. So what shade did I pick up? I picked up the shade Fuchsia. That's a cute name. It's like fuchsia, but fuchsia. With the concealer brush, and I'm just applying this to my lid as if I was doing like a cut crease again, but I have like no transition shade. I'm just using this shade to follow the curve of my eyeball. And for the outer part of this little shape thing that I'm doing on my eye, I'm taking the shade Sultry Sin. After this is when I do take off the tape. And then I went in with the shade Petticock and I ran this all along my lower lash line. So here you're going to see what I was talking about with my winged eyeliner. I'm going to do my winged eyeliner just as I usually would, but the reason why I wanted to slant the tape more is because I want that winged eyeliner to run right like below it, not like on the wing of the eyeshadow. But do I explain myself? I don't know how to explain this, but yeah, it's running in between it on the lower part, not along it. Yeah, you can see. And then I wanted to add a little more extra something, so I just went ahead and grabbed my NYX white liquid liner to run on top of that, right above the black wing liner. I went ahead and I decided to add falsies to this look as well. Not the same falsies as the other one, but just some other falsies. But yeah, look number 3. And then finally, look number 4. I'm beginning again with the shade Rustique, and that's just because I felt very limited to the transition shades, really because this palette doesn't have like a transition shade. This is the closest that I could use, but yeah, that's why I'm using it again for my crease. Then I went in with Petticock and I'm applying this to the inner part of my lid and also the outer part of my lid. I'm going to do like a little halo spotlight type of eye look. Right in between that beautiful turquoise shimmer shade, I'm going to be applying the shade La Canela. I did go back with the Petticock shade just to give it a nice blend, and then I went again with the bronze. So just went back and forth just like twice to give it the nice blend. Then I just went ahead with my first shade, the Rustique shade, for my lower lash line. Blended it out with a clean brush. Added my wing, added mascara, and this was look number 4. Oh, and black eyeliner to my waterline. Alright guys, that was my 4 looks using the Hank & Henry Living in Color palette. Just real quick, I just do want to give my final thoughts on what this palette, how it worked for me, if you are interested. So I can definitely say that although I did do the 4 looks using just this one palette, I think it's the perfect palette to pair with like other ones, you know, like some that you already have in your collection, because like it has 4 mattes and 5 shimmers, but none of the shimmers are like light enough for like inner corner highlight, how I like, and you guys know I love my inner corner highlight. So I was like very tempted to like dig into like just like whatever other palette so I can like put in like a little bright little inner corners just to like make it pop. But since I was just restricting myself to this one, then that's why I did it. But the pigmentation of this, guys, is crazy good. Okay, it's not crazy bad, it is crazy good. All of them, the mattes and the shimmers. I didn't put any primer on, I didn't spray my brushes with anything. Yes, you would have like, you know, a little bit fallout, but sometimes I do forget to like tap it. Don't forget to tap your brush. Doesn't bother me. I mean, it's really hard not to get fallout, right? It is a really good quality palette, I'll say that. Packaging wise, I mean, I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like it because it's like really thick, like it's bulky. I don't care. I mean, it's cool. I like it, and it definitely like the little splash of color kind of, and the names of course on the back. The pan size was a little bit smaller than what I expected it to be, but like I said, since they are like so highly pigmented and really good quality, you only need a little bit. Literally, you only need a little bit. You don't need a lot, so it is gonna last you a long time anyways. Let me know down below which of the 4 looks was your favorite. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not yet. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!